How's everybody doing today? Just wanted to make a little video here at the end of the first week to check in and maybe go over a couple things in uh, Eagle Online. And really, I also wanted to discuss your posts on the first assignment here, this Francis Sue article. Please try and get to that. I noticed that not that many people have done that for this class. So please try and get that over the weekend, and I'll discuss it and have a video about it on Monday or something. I think it's a very worthwhile read. Most people really enjoy it. I think it's helped. It describes what I think of learning and how I think the class should go and some of my expectations on you. But I would advise reading that, and I'd also read other students' posts on that because most of them are fairly similar. It's nice to know you're in the same boat with a bunch of people. Okay? All right, so, but going over a couple things there is, first is here's the Edfinity information is in the announcements. I think it's fairly self-explanatory, but just let me know. Send me an email if you have any questions. That goes in general. Please don't hesitate to email me with questions. I'm happy to send you videos with help on problems or just questions about how the class works. Please just give yourself the time that you could email me. All right. Now, let's see here. Eagle Online. That Edfinity, that's a fairly important link. That's where almost all our homework will be. And homeworks will be all due at the start or whenever the exam for that homework is going to be posted. And I'll explain that more when I go over the calendar, all right? So, first of all, important content. You go there. And in the beginning of the class here under the syllabus teaching introduction, please read the syllabus. It's useful. If you ask me questions on the syllabus instead of about math, doesn't make me that happy. That doesn't mean you can't ask me questions about the syllabus. I just would rather discuss the content and understanding in the class. But go ahead and read the syllabus. Course schedule. Okay, that's a pretty important one. It's a lot of our deadlines are basically in here if you know how to read it. And what I was saying is, so exam 1, right, is this day. That means that Thursday at midnight, all the homework from these sections, the review, the lines, linear functions, linear regression, matrices, linear programming, etc. Will be due Thursday at midnight, and then exam 1 will open up on Friday. It'll be due Sunday at midnight. As far as that goes, I'd prefer you do it on a Friday though, because you could email me with questions. I probably won't get to questions on the weekend. And if you do end up being late with an exam, it's okay. Just get it uploaded when you can. It'll just tell me how late you were, but it will allow you to hand it in. Okay. In general, just if you're behind on something or you need something extended, please just let me know. Don't panic about it. All right. Again, I really work hard to try and make this about understanding and not about trying to grade compliance for things. So this is a pretty good thing to look at. And I do have the academic calendar up here if you need it. Now, so that's the schedule. Another important thing here, I'm not going to click it open, but my instructor schedule will give you my office hours. I'm also available by appointment, and I'm happy to do it remotely if you'd like. Okay. These two videos are important for you depending on what kind of phone you have. But we need to be able to scan in order to turn in activities and exams. and I'll go over those in a minute where you hand those in. Learn Desmos. I think Desmos is a better option than a graphing calculator, and since you could take exams at home, there's no reason you can't just use Desmos. I hate the little handheld calculators. I'd much rather be able to type at my keyboard. Getting started gives you some good information. Adfinity gives you, this here is another, it's the link to the homework. The online homework. Okay, so there will be due dates in Adfinity. The other major place to look for due dates is under assignments. I hope I changed all. No. I guess I got something to do over the weekend. I will change all the dates of these assignments to fit when they're going to open up and when they're going to be due. But you could see from the course schedule about when everything's due. But this is where you hand in exams. It's where you hand in activities. The activities are generally come out about a day or so before the exam's going to come out, and then they're due like a week after the exam's due. They have some problems that are good to practice beforehand, but you really want to take the time to write it up after you're done with the exam. And yeah, so when you go in there, you're going to have to upload one PDF file. If you're unsure how to do that, just contact me in the beginning, and I will get that. We could have a meeting, and I could show you how to do it. And if I could do it once in the beginning, I'm happy, rather than getting a bunch of files or really big files or separate. It really helps me out. Okay, it's not. I asked you to do that for me, and please, I'm happy to help you. And if we get it done in the beginning, I think it helps through the semester, and I think they're good skills to have to be able to deal with electronic files as we move forward in life. Okay, so our assignments, again, the right due dates will be over here. I thought I did it, but I guess I missed that. Now, the grades are going to be another spot to check where you can look at how you're doing. And quizzes. There are 2 writing quizzes right now that come up in this class, and they would. I'll try and remind you about those. These are a little harder to see when they're due and when they come up. All right, so that's a basic run around and a little bit about me, I guess. And please just email me if you have any questions, and try and start early and ask questions early. Sign up for Adfinity as soon as you can. Read the Francis Sue book and get started with the review and the linear equations and such. All right, have a great weekend.